Hear ye, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto was sent into war? I should say in an early age, but yeah. Okay. But I don't really care. So, let me, explain how this is actually gonna work. After the fight with Orochimaru, and everything will still go the same in the fight of Orochimaru and Aruzen, that will still go the same. Being found by Tsunade, well, I mean, not being found, by getting Tsunade, everything will go the same. Now, of course, when Tsunade decides to, still have what they call that whole thing of bringing back Sasuke, that still would go the same thing. Sasuke would not go back, and yeah. But we go into, Tsunade about to allow Jiraiya to kind of take Naruto in a 4-year time scale, since Naruto's 13. But something happens instead of that happening. A war broke out between Kumo, not Kumo. Kumo's the lightning village. No, not Kumo. What's it called? The Stone Village and the Leaf Village. So Onoki is right now starting a war between this Stone Village and the Leaf Village. Of course, this is where Naruto was dragged into, a side of, what's it called? The kind of... So, I'm gonna say that he was dragged into the east... No, wait, not east. The one side the Stone... Well, not the Stone Village. The Leaf Village is kind of facing the Grass Village. Now, of course, he was put into that in a camp, and of course, he's only in a Genin, what's it called? Well, I mean, they had to make him wear something that isn't freaking orange. So, of course, Naruto's forced to be wearing a kind of Chunin attire. Yes, he was supposed to he's not Chunin rank, he's Genin rank still, but he's a Jinchuriki. So, of course, he is forced to be in the war, in the battlefield, since he's a Jinchuriki. He's a 9th Jinchuriki. And, of course, Jiraiya and Tsunade tried to protest, but since he's a Jinchuriki, the council members and everyone right them. So, of course, this is where Naruto, he is right now in the camp. And the only person that he actually met that was kind of nice was someone named Kaya. This is where, Kaya was this kind of mid-aged female. She was Chunin rank, and of course she was 32. Now, of course, her hair was kind of purple, but kind of got turned into kind of whitish because, she had so much stress. Everyone had much stress because during this war. So, yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto met her after, Kaya didn't really care what Naruto was, a Jinchuriki or anything like that bullshit. Yeah, she really didn't care. But, of course, a lot of people didn't really talk to Naruto because everyone in that whole camp were Chunin rank, but of course, they were all like 30, 40, 50, or not 50, 30 or 40, or even some that are kind of 20. Naruto's only 14. Not 14, I mean 13. But yeah. Naruto took an interest in Kaya because Kaya was the only one being nice to Naruto. So, of course, being in the camp, he had to learn how to, not oversleep, eat better, somewhat eat rations, kind of train only, like his physical body and all that, and also kind of, stay up for a couple of shifts of nights to look over any, ninjas. And also kind of have to grow a little bit tougher than, original canon. Because there was killing multiple times during this kind of camp forces to kind of kill off some stone ninjas killing off some grass ninjas, but yeah. This is where we go into, Naruto. Naruto's like, damn it, this war sucks. I could have been training with Pervy Sage, but I can't. He said that we had to train, but this war, I can't get any stronger if I'm studying this war. Damn it. This is where, he is getting kind of stronger, but only physical. He doesn't know any jutsus or anything. He knows basic academy jutsu somewhat. And also the multi-chakra jutsu, the Rasengan. But yeah. But anything else than that, he doesn't know anything. So, of course, this is where, Naruto, he's been kind of training with Kaya, and Kaya, she knows well Wind Infinity, but it's not as strong as a Sand Shinobi. It's kind of a weak Wind Infinity. She decides to teach some jutsu to Naruto. Of course, she says, "So Naruto, what do you think you're gonna do after this war?" Because she was right next to Naruto. Naruto says, "Maybe eat a lot of ramen." This is where Kaya giggles, and yeah. This is where Naruto says, This is where Kaya kind of smiles at him gently. Now, of course, this is where, well, a Chunin captain, well, not a Chunin captain, a Chunin appeared right next to Kaya and Naruto and told them to go to the camp. Because, well, the Chunin leader, who is named Inuichi, yes, this is basically Ino's father, Inuichi says that, well, they need supplies to bring back to the Leaf Village. Supplies because, well, since the fight has been happening in the war, they need supplies to bring into the Leaf Village, and they need to protect the cartridge of supplies because the Leaf Village is kind of running low. But yeah, so of course this is where he put a 10 member squad, counting the Jinchuriki in it. So of course 10-member squad and Kaya and Naruto were in it, but they were actually kind of together as like one person because Kaya, she might be a little old and Naruto is a little young, but yeah, of course another member had to fit in to make 10. Even though it's 11, it's 10. Because yeah, Naruto doesn't have much experience. But this is where Inuichi had to do that. This is where, well, the 10-man squad, they had to go out at like 4 to kind of get ground and kind of get to the place. But yeah, it was kind of near what's called some of the grass border, but yeah. They need it protected from any stone shinobis or anything. Now, Kumo, basically the not the lightning village, the cloud village, they kind of are not a part of this war that much. Well, somewhat. They are kind of getting someone in alliance with the stone village. The Leaf Village and the Sand Village is kind of shaken up because, well, Gaara is the Kazukage, and of course, he is still in alliance with what's called the Leaf Village, but it's kind of a little shaken up because of this war. And, well, the Mist Village, well, you see here, the Mist Village isn't doing jack shit but the war. Their own civil war, so it's basically cut off from any of the others. But yeah, of course, this is where Naruto is kind of going with the squad and all that, and Kaya, towards, well, this kind of needed supplies. Now, of course, this is where, well, the team managed to, well, get there in kind of 2 days and a half. So, of course, when they get there, they're right now hiding in the trees. So, to not be spotted by any stone shinobis or anything. But this is where Naruto had the worst feeling, like something was gonna happen. A very bad feeling. He always had this kind of, like, instance to run away. Or not instant to run away, but mostly an instant to kind of tell him about dangers coming. Since ever when he was young. He never knew what the hell that was, but he really didn't care. An instant usually to tell him that there's danger, but also another instant to kind of overwhelm that instant to fight and protect, or kind of fight and run away. Well, yeah, kill, anything like that. But of course, this is where Naruto, he kind of just ignores this instant because this is a war. So, I mean, a lot of things is happening. Now, of course, during this kind of, well, hiding under the, what's it called? Well, not under, hiding the, behind some trees and all that. And, of course, this is where when the wagon of supplies are bringing in and all that, by, well, the civilians. This is where 10, about 15 stone shinobis appeared, trying to cut off the supplies. This is where the, well, 3 leaf ninjas jumped out. Now, these 3 ninjas are, well, kind of near Jonin rank, but of course managed to defeat kind of these stone ninjas. Now, of course, one stone ninja was about to stab at this, one of the leaf ninjas that wasn't looking. But of course, Naruto threw a kunai fast enough, he reacted fast enough, and hit him in the neck. This is where one of the Jonin looks at Naruto, but doesn't glare at him, just looks at him. Kind of respecting Naruto. But yeah, Kaya jumps down and says, "Good job, Naruto." This is where Naruto So nice. But yeah, this is where, well, the other ninjas said to the what's it called, civilians, that they will bring, well, the supplies back to the Leaf Village by protecting them from any stone ninjas. But this is where something happens. When the person that was talking towards one of the leaders of the mission was just talking to the civilian, this is where, well, something happens. Something smashed into the supplies, the wagon supplies, and blasted away. This person having red armor and a kind of a red hat. So of course, also steam actually erupting from him. He punches, well, the civilian, killing him, and also killing, well, the what's called the leader by punching them both through well, the heart of the civilian, through the other ninja, just killing them off. This is where this person is very fast. Everyone started getting on guard, wondering what the hell this is, until one person kind of reacted fast enough and saying, that's the five-touch jerky. Well, yeah, the five-touch jerky, Han. So of course, Han already knew that the Leaf Ninjas are now scared of him. This is where, well, Naruto was like, oh shit, what do we do? This is where he knew about like the Jinchurikis a little bit, but he doesn't know much about tail beasts. He has the ninth, of course. He found out, but he doesn't know how to tap into the power yet. This is where one of the, what's it called, well, three Leaf Ninjas, three Chunin Leaf Ninjas threw kunai, even one of them being Kaya, with explosion tags hitting the, well, Jinchuriki. The Jinchuriki didn't even get affected by it. Of course, rushed towards the, well, Leaf Ninjas, the three of them, and Kaya was one of them. Kaya had to push, well, two of her members away from Han, and of course, this is where Han kind of smashes his hand, well, what's it called, his fist into Kaya's stomach, breaking all her ribs and even piercing her heart. Internal bleeding. This is where Kaya went, she fell down, and of course, this is where Han tried to rush at the other Leaf Ninjas. Naruto is scared. He didn't know what to do. Han ignored him because he's just a kid. He can deal with him later. It's where Naruto rushes to Kaya and says, Kaya! It's where Kaya says, Naruto. Putting her hand on Naruto's cheek and saying, don't worry, Naruto. Everything will be fine. Just run. He's too strong. This is where Naruto says, no, Kaya, I can't. No. Kaya says, don't worry. I'll always be with you. This is where Naruto says, no, Kaya. This is where Kaya's hand decides to go limp and like fall down. And of course her eyes, well, her soul kind of leaves her body, so yeah. This is where Kaya is dead now. This is where Naruto feels her hand and it's getting colder and colder. This is where Naruto, no, Kaya. This is where, well, the, well, Jinchuriki Han is right now ravaging through the Leaf Shinobis and kind of killing a couple more. 3 more to be in total. So the leader's gone, Kaya's gone, and 3 others. So of course there's only 5. Well, 6 counting the other one. And, well, Naruto. So being 6. This is where all of them are trying to still get supplies, but they are getting blasted by steam and burning their skin. So of course 2 of them did try that, but they're dead now. Or kind of burning slowly. And of course they can't do anything. This is where some of the Leaf Ninjas tried to use water shot and fire shot to try to burn at Han, but Han's armor was too strong when he get hit by water, and fire didn't even affect him that much. This is where Naruto, he sees 2 other, Leaf Ninjas kind of get easily blasted away with steam and burning their skins, and yeah. This is where, well, one of them is still alive. Now, of course, there is now 4 Leaf Ninjas. This is where Han tried to rush at, well, the last 4. This is where Naruto says, Kai, you told me to protect you, so I won't let the others die. This is where he goes into the QB cloak. Only the one tells, because that's probably the only one that he can pretty much control. He can't get the other, because the seal is still strong enough. This is where Naruto, he blocks a punch from Han, kind of shattering his arm. And this is where Naruto's like, ugh. But this is where Naruto screams at the other Leaf Ninja saying, everyone, leave! Run! Get to the, camp and warn everyone. This is where everyone sees the cloak, and they kind of knew about the Jinchuriki, but not really. They just thought that Naruto was a young Chunin. But not really. This is where, well, Naruto's screaming at them, and this is where all of them, well, decide to run towards the camp. This is where Naruto starts fighting against Han. Now, of course, Naruto versus Han, and even though Han is basically the five-tailed Jinchuriki, and Naruto's the one-tailed cloak of the nine-tailed Jinchuriki, he is still weaker than the five-tails. This is where Han says, I see. So you're a Jinchuriki like me. Too bad, kid, that you're still out of experience and not even able to even go into the nine-tails cloak. You are still weaker than me. This is where Naruto tries to punch at Han, but of course this is where Han grabbed his arm and twisted it and punches Naruto to the ground. And also stomps at Naruto and says, I am sorry, kid, but this is a war, and of course, you have to die. Even though you're just a kid, this war is cruel, because we're in a war. It's where Naruto is passing out, blacking out. But this is where, well, even though those four ninjas decide to run away, one stay back. Because he knew the one-tailed cloak won't be able to help the escape from what's called the the five-tails. So, of course, he threw a kunai at, well, Han, an explosion tag to kind of try to help Naruto, but Naruto's already going, well, blacking out. This is where Naruto hears boom, and this is where the guy says, get up! Don't, let us just die. Not Jinchuriki! What? He didn't say not Jinchuriki. Naruto! Naruto's blacking out, but he heard those last words. And this is where, well, Naruto's saying, Kaya, I couldn't even help you. I couldn't help anyone. Sasuke. Well, then again, he really didn't care much about Sasuke. But he remember Hinata saying that she kind of loved Naruto before he was dragged into war and all that. Of course, Naruto was like, Hinata. He didn't really care about Sasuke, even though he was kind of friends with dickish and all. But this is where, well, he says, everyone, I can't protect you. Even though I'm the nine-tails, I can't protect anyone. No, Kaya, everyone, Perry Sage, Tsunade. No, I will not lose. It's where Naruto, when Han decides to walk towards the least Shinobi and says, you are just a pathetic human. Now die. He was about to, well, grab the, Leaf Shinobi's face to crush his head and all that. Until green light started appearing from Naruto. Naruto says, I won't let anyone die! Roar! Okay, I can't roar like Broly. But yeah, you get the point. Well, not like Broly. Naruto is going berserk. Naruto's going, rah, rah. Of course, his blonde hair, started changing to green. And of course, that's where, well, Han and the Leaf Shinobi didn't know what's happening, but Naruto's vest was kind of ripped and all that, but of course just ripped off his body. Naruto's like, Naruto's breaking through his limit. Of course, the bones that were broken kind of heal a little bit faster. This is where Naruto is going inside. This is where Naruto saying, you bastard Kaya, I won't let you kill anyone. His eyes went just blank white. This is where his hair went into a darker green. This is where green light started appearing all around him. Except for his pants and shoes, they didn't break or ripped, but they kind of expanded. But of course, it's vests and clothing that explode from his body, from his chest. This is where Naruto is roaring like an angry beast. So Naruto grew a little bit taller during the war, but now Naruto, going into this berserk form, he's actually going Super Saiyan Legendary. Super Saiyan Legendary, yep. And Naruto is actually going in height. He is now, well, 5... I would not say 5. He's 6'1" now. Basically, regular Broly size. But yeah, he grew that tall, like 3 inches taller. Not 3 inches, 3 feet taller. That's where Naruto is roaring at Han. That's where Naruto's eyes are blank, and the only thing, well, not blank, kind of red a little bit. Actually, no, I'm just gonna say white, blank. This is where Naruto turns around and sees Han. This is where Han says, "What the hell? This isn't the Naruto's power." This is where, well, the person who was kind of hurt and all that, his arm was broken and all that, and it's bleeding from his face and all that. His name is Caesar. Well, I'm calling him Caesar, okay? I can't really think of a Japanese name right now. But of course, this is where, well, Naruto, he looks at Han, and well, Han just looks at him. And of course, Han is thinking the Nine Tails power, but this is not the Nine Tails power. Because, well, Naruto has a green glow. And of course, this is where, well, Han just was confused. This is where, well, Naruto, he looks at him, pissed and no anger. Rage is just erupting from Naruto. Power is coming off of him also. This is where Naruto stomps the ground and rushes towards Han in blinding speed. Of course, cracking the ground below him and punching. Well, not even punching, just kind of, hitting, Han with Naruto's kind of like arm instead of like his fist. Kind of just grabbing him. Kind of hitting him with an arm and grabbing him and throwing him towards a tree. That's where Han got his, like, sort of insides exploded a little bit. He was got smashed into a couple of trees. This is where, you know what I'm gonna call him is Saron, yeah. The guy was like, not Naruto? Because, well, he was kind of running towards Naruto and Kai a little bit, but not much. This is where he is surprised to see Naruto. Naruto's in berserk. He can't hear anyone. He doesn't care. This is where Naruto sees Han as the enemy. It must crush him and destroy him. This is where Naruto rushes at Han, smashing the ground and roaring. This is where, well, Han said, "Damn it, whatever this is." Hey, what's it called? I forgot the. This is where the Five Tails says, "Kokyo, I need help." Kokyo says, he says, "Sure, I'll help you." This is where Han goes into the Five Tails cloak, into like his reddish glow and all that. Of course, he rushes at Naruto at blinding speed, punches Naruto in the face, but doesn't do jack shit. This is where, well, Naruto's face kind of twitch a little bit, kind of getting pushed a little bit, but this is where Naruto grabs Han's arm and roars. This is where a beam from Naruto's mouth, his mouth, a green beam appears, shooting Han with it, blasting him into more trees. Naruto is pissed. He does not care. Insanity? Fuck that. Is out of the fucking window. Naruto's pissed. Naruto rushes at Han more with blinding speed. This is where Naruto sees Han to the ground, and Han could not react fast enough. And this is when Naruto stomps on Han like it's nothing. Han's armor breaks. Of course, it was already kind of broken. But of course, the Topi's power could not stop the armor from breaking. But of course, this is where Han's inner body is kind of exploding. His kind of orgasm. What is it called? The organs. The organs are right now exploding. And of course, this is where, well, the tail beast is trying to heal it fast enough. But Naruto's too strong. Naruto's like, punches Han in the face. Kind of shattering a couple of fucking teeth and maybe nose. And a couple of jawline bones and all that. But don't worry about that. Who really cares? Naruto's pissed. Grabs Han from the well, one of the tails. Right now, just kind of throwing him, well, kind of swinging him around like a rag doll. And then throwing him towards some trees. Right now, smashing towards multiple trees. Han did get stabbed with a giant splinter through one of his legs. Right now, Han has to pull that out and has to fight against this monster. He doesn't know what to call it. It's not the Nine Tails power. Even if it is, the Nine Tails will have more control of this. This is where Naruto rushes blind more speed. Han managed to dodge the punch. And the tree behind him, well, exploded, but other trees behind that tree exploded more. This is where Han realized this shit. This is serious. This is where, well, Naruto, he like tries to punch at Han. Well, not punch at Han. Han punches him at like the ribs, and it doesn't do jack to well Naruto. Naruto kicks Han in the face instead, smashing him more into some trees. This is where some of the ninjas, we go into the leaf ninjas. We go into the leaf ninja's point of view and all that. It tells the Inuichi and everyone that they must leave. Naruto Uzumaki, the 9-switcher turkeys, right now fighting against another tail beast named, probably the 5-tail beast. Yeah, the 5 tails from, the Stone Village. This is where Inuichi says that's bad. We need to get what's it called, Jiraiya down here real fast. So, of course, this is where Inuichi, he decides to, get someone to message to get Jiraiya real fast down here. Or any time. Because Jiraiya was close enough to a village. So, yeah, they knew where Jiraiya was at. But, yeah. As it were, Inuichi's hoping that Naruto can really fight against, Han, the, what's called 5-tailed turkey. We go back into Naruto's POV. And Naruto, Naruto is right now just fucking up Han. Han cannot fight back against Naruto. He tried multiple times, but every time he uses the 5-tailed power, he gets stomped into the ground like a fucking just toy. A toy that Naruto is destroying and breaking. This is where, Han just had enough of this. He says, even though I didn't want to use the true form of the tail piece, I guess I have to. This is where Han decides to go into the Kogeshibo. So, into like the tail beast form. Just like how Killer Bee goes into the perfect Jinchuriki, Han is actually mastered the perfect Jinchuriki. So, of course, Han is in the perfect Jinchuriki state. As it were, the perfect Jinchuriki state shoots a beast bomb at, tail beast bomb at Naruto. This is where Naruto sees this, and he just grabs it with both of his hands. Just both of his hands grabbing it, pushing it, the tail beast bomb pushing him back. This is where Naruto, he's like, what's it called? Not even tail beast bomb from Naruto, but a blast from Naruto, a green beam, the same green beam that hit Han before, blasts from Naruto's mouth, pushing the Bijou bomb back towards what's it called? Kogeshibo. This is where Kogeshibo says, what the? Impossible! No! This is where he shoots another tail beast bomb at the same tail beast bomb trying to push it back at Naruto. Naruto's being pushed back. Now, of course, Naruto's like, no! If I lose this is where he says, Kaya in his mind keep, no! Sends more of a key attack towards the Bijou bomb, blasting through both of them and hitting Kogeshibo straight into more trees. This is where Naruto, he says, Rah! This is where, nighttime actually fall down. So, of course, it was taking a lot of battles, but of course, Naruto was still in this rage state. This is where, Kogeshibo was still kind of losing, basically the 5-tailed perfect Jinchuriki. This is where he didn't expect this normal kid to be only kind of 4'9" when he fought him, to be 1 already, to be super tall. He grew 3 more feet. But of course, this is where, there's a perfect full white moon out of nowhere appears in the sky. This is where Kogeshibo says, a moon, perfect moon. Huh, interesting. This is where Naruto, he looks at the moon, and something happens with Naruto. He falls down, his head falls down. This is where, Kogeshibo says, did he fall asleep? Kogeshibo and, Han is thinking that he fall asleep. This is where the moon is making Naruto feel weird. This is where Naruto's going, ugh. This is where Kogeshibo and Han thought of it now to get rid of Naruto. This is where Naruto was still in Legendary Super Saiyan, but something's happening to Naruto. Something like an instant is happening. Naruto is growing in size. A tail actually appeared from Naruto's back, but Naruto's clothes is kind of growing out of because it's not sand clothes, but yeah, Naruto, he is kind of growing out of the what's it called? He's going in height. He's becoming bigger and bigger into a giant gorilla, or not gorilla, a giant monkey ape, okay? Not monkey, ape. So of course Naruto become this giant ape with green fur, with red eyes, and is pissed still. This is where Kogashibo and Han was starting to make a beast bomb, but when they saw Naruto, they're like, what the fuck? That isn't a 9-touch Jinchuriki, but they still shoot the beast at what's called Naruto. Naruto just punches that shit, blasting through it. Just breaking through it. This is where Kogashibo and Han is shocked. Kogashibo says, what the hell did you piss off, Han? Han says, I don't fucking know. You think I knew? This is where, well, something happens. Jiraiya managed to get to the camp and saying, okay, let's go. A 5-man squad is going towards what's called Naruto's location. This is where when they get there, they see what's called Sarazone. Right now, well, I don't remember what I call him. Saron, or whatever. Saron kind of look at them and says, you're here, finally. Something's happening to our Naruto. This is where everyone's looking up and they see a giant ape just beating the fuck out of the Five Tails like it's no tomorrow. This is where the Five Tails can't even do jack shit. He uses his tails, but this is where Naruto grabs him and pushing them down with, 1 feet and start beating his ass with both of his arms, showing no mercy to it. Well, I don't even know what the fucking Five Tails even is. A horse? I'm guessing it's a horse, but with 5 tails. This is where, well, Naruto's really showing no mercy towards the Five Tails right now, beating his ass. This is where, well, Jiraiya says, Naruto! Because, yes, they question the Chunin Ninja, and yes, that is Naruto, who's that giant green ape. That's where Jiraiya saying, Naruto, snap out of it! That's where the Five Tails is trying to get Buzz right now, getting his ass beat like it's no tomorrow. So, of course, he can't even get up. He's showing this goddamn Five Tails what's what. With his 2 hands and his feet. Yes, because Naruto does also stomp on the fucking Five Tails like it's, well, just a fucking end to it. So, the Great Ape that Naruto is, the height of it, since he is the legendary Super Saiyan, I'm gonna actually say that the height is actually taller than, well, a Great Ape for a normal Saiyan would be. Because a normal Saiyan would be at least almost to 100 feet, but they will be 50 feet if you want to be kind of specific. Naruto is about 70 feet tall. Taller than this goddamn, well, Five Tails. Because they never mentioned what the Five Tails' height. But I'm going to say that Tail Beast is not that taller than, well, the Great Ape. This is where, well, Naruto is roaring. And this right now, also, this not the Tail Beast. The Great Ape form that Naruto's in is buff as fuck. Not fat, or, yeah, he's kind of buff as fuck. But yeah, this is where Naruto, he stomps on the Five Tails again. The Five Tails cannot stay in this form. He's right now reforming into, well, his, well, normal height. This is where, well, Jiraiya says, Naruto, snap out of it! Well, let me say that again. Naruto, snap out of it! He screams at Naruto. Naruto hears Jiraiya and looks at Jiraiya. Was about to, like, attack Jiraiya, but this is where he remembers Kaya, but also remembers Jiraiya Tsunade still being alive. And this is where Naruto says, I need to stop! This is where, what? This is where, well, Naruto saying, he's right now transforming the, what's it called, the giant Great Ape back into his human form. But something's happening. It's changing his body. That's where Naruto, he's going into another transformation. Not the Super Saiyan Legendary form, but into Super Saiyan 4 Legendary form for him. This is where, well, he goes into this form and he has a green tail, but he got green fur, kind of yellow hair, and, well, not yellow hair, black hair instead of yellow hair. And it's right now just in this form. Super Saiyan 4 Legendary Naruto has appeared. This is where Naruto looks at Jiraiya. And Naruto is pretty taller than Jiraiya. He's 6'1" right now. Or, yeah, he's 6'1" because he's 4'9", like in original canon. But he kind of grew a little bit, so he's like 5'2". But this is where Naruto sees Jiraiya. And Jiraiya is kind of shocked that Naruto's that tall. This is where Naruto says the Tail Beast is getting away. This is where Naruto appears right in front of the Tail Beast. So, of course, Han tried to get away with just the somewhat cloak of the Four Tails, But when he saw Naruto appears right in front of him, Naruto says, "You must pay for your sins." Naruto makes a ki blast in his hand and blasts the 5 fucking tails, the fucking smithereens. Yep, the 5 tails is dead. With that happening, the 5 tails need to reform, and well, the actual tail beast is going to have to reform in 4 years. The 4 tails, well, not 4 tails, the 5 tails is fucking shook. He just saw his own host fucking obliterate away by just a kid. Naruto sent this man straight to the fucking heavens. Yeah, Naruto really is that strong. That's when Naruto sees Jiraiya and says, "Hello there," and walks away from Jiraiya, going back into normal height, being 5'2", and just kind of puts his kind of hand over his mouth, kind of like getting rid of some blood and all that, and just walking away and spitting out some blood. Just like, phew, he just spits out. And this is where Naruto is just walking away slowly back towards what they call the camp. He doesn't care. He's seen so much bloodshed in this war that he's actually gonna train hard enough to stop this war, even if he has to obliterate the Stone Village straight to fucking hell. But yeah, this is where Naruto just walks away, and well, we go into the Leaf Village. The Leaf Village is shocked. Everyone is shocked the fact that the 5 tails was obliterated. Jiraiya was telling the council member, even not council members, Tsunade, that the 5 tails was just gone. The 5 tails is just obliterated. The Stone Village kind of got news that the 5 tails is fucking dead. Like, it's just obliterated. Like, they can't even find Han's body, but they can find pieces of Han's armor. And what's called, Roshi was kind of mad, whoever did this to, well, his somewhat friend. But this is where, well, Onuki is pissed. He lost one of his greatest weapons in the goddamn Stone Village. Who could have done this? They don't know it's a kid who fucking fucked up their fucking Jinchuriki. Yeah, Naruto sent a man straight to hell. He gave him what's what. But yeah. Also, the Akatsuki wanted to move in to capture the tail beast after the war. Maybe get there earlier before the villagers start reforming after the war. But they kind of overheard that the 5 tails is dead. That means the tail beast is going to have to reform in 4 years. So they had to wait for 4 years. But yeah. In hiding. But yeah. This is where Naruto, he walks back to his camp and is right now quiet. He is quieter than normal. This is where Jiraiya tries to talk to him, but Naruto ignores him. Naruto's just quiet. This is where, well, we go into Naruto when a couple of months has passed. Naruto, he is, well, also gotten taller in those couple of months. It's only been 3 months since it passed, but the other camps had been attacked, but not as worse as Naruto has been. They hasn't been attacked by another tail beast because they know that the Stone Village has another tail beast named Roshi. They don't know really his name, but they know it's a 4 tails. And now since the Cloud Village is now aligned with what they call the Stone Village, after 3 months, they have now in their possession, well, basically 3 tail beasts in total. The 4 tails, 2 tails, and 8 tails. Versus the Leaf Village, whose only alliance is, well, what's it called? Well, not only alliance. 3 alliances with the Kazekage, basically the Sand Village, and it's basically he's a 1-tail Jinchuriki. Naruto, who's the only other Jinchuriki in this alliance, basically from the Leaf Village, who's the 9 tails, who defeated the 5 tails. And, well, the, 7 tails that's inside of, well, the Waterfall Village. So, yeah. But, of course, those are the only other tail beasts that are actually known. The other tail beasts, like the, 3 tails, the 5 tails is obliterated, the Six Tails and Three Tails are basically in their own village, basically the Mist Village. But yeah, but of course, is where Naruto has getting he decided to train, and of course, well, over the couple of months, he actually grew taller, very tall for being only a 13-year-old. Naruto is now the height of where he was in his Super Saiyan form, his Super Saiyan legendary form. Cause you see here, Naruto's actually he's actually part Saiyan. He's human and part Saiyan. So yes, Minato was also a Saiyan before, but Minato was only only a normal Saiyan. Naruto was actually chosen to be a legendary Super Saiyan. But yeah, this is where Naruto has what's it called? He has green hair instead of having yellow hair like a normal Super Saiyan. But yeah, Naruto, he actually tapped into that Saiyan Saiyan bloodline, and of course he decides to grow taller. At only being 13 years old, he's already 6'1". He is that tall. He's also ripped because being tapping into that Saiyan side, he's able to become taller than a normal human. That's where Naruto has a tail. Just a green tail, not green tail, a black tail being on his waist. His hair is kind of black and yellow. So yeah, it has kind of yellow highlights, but still has a lot of black. Because a Saiyan, cell is kind of been awoken. But of course, this is where Naruto has been training his physical body over and over to make it stronger. To even go into that Super Saiyan legendary form without going berserk. Just training his whole body. So when he goes against the Stone Village, he's sending that shit straight to hell. He doesn't give two fucks if it's a village. He doesn't give two fucks if Kumo decides to attack him. He's sending all of it to hell. Whoever tries to attack his home village, he's sending it to hell. He doesn't care. He had it to, he was the only one kind of at, Kaya's grave. Because yes, Kaya's grave was still kind of made near a tree and some flowers that were put on there. Basically by Naruto. But yeah, Naruto does not care about talking to Jiraiya. He's right now focusing in training. Nothing but training. Eating some rations, but training mostly. He is wanting revenge. More revenge than a normal human. He is breaking his limits. Where every time he steps, where every time he walks, he is trying to break his limits. To show this goddamn, two villages that started this goddamn war. Well, mostly the Stone Village, but he heard that Kumo has actually joined the alliance with them. He's gonna show them all what he is made of. What he is. He's gonna show them never to mess with him, his people that he loved, or anyone. But yeah. Now, of course, Naruto has taken some missions to go with what's called multiple Chunins. And of course, the Chunins are shocked to see Naruto. Because Naruto, he only has a green sweater and only some black pants. Because no clothes is actually being able to fit on him. Not even the vest. So, of course, Naruto's going always along with Chunins. Destroying stone ninjas, crushing them, ripping them apart. Like they're nothing but pathetic weaklings to him. This is where Inuichi, basically the leader of the what's called camp, tried to stop Naruto from kind of training. Tried to stop him. But of course could really never. And other people didn't mind Naruto being kind of brutal towards the stone ninjas. Because there was a reason why they started this goddamn war. It's because Inoki was petty enough to start this war because he was still pissed of how Minato Namikaze started kill his 1,000 shinobis, but yeah, he didn't get too fucked. Minato was a savage. But yeah, this is where Naruto is savagely right now murdering all of them. Any stone ninja, what's it called stone ninja, grass ninja, because yes, the grass village is kind of alliance with what's it called, the stone village, or even what's it called, cloud ninjas, or even rain ninjas, if some try to attack him. Naruto will rip through them like nothing. Now, of course, this is where the Stone Village has finally found who was, well, not the corporate, but mostly found out who was actually destroying the Stone Ninjas. Well, they can't really know what his name is exactly, but the only thing they can say is Guy with Tail crushes Stone Ninjas. Very dangerous. Stay away if you see him. Also being tall, but they can't really get the right measurements, but yeah. But Naruto is that tall that he even went against what's called, well, Ambu's Tower from the Stone Village. They tried to attack Naruto with shooting rocks or anything like that, or even shooting fire at Naruto, and Naruto just busts through the fire and, well, earth, and just crushes all Ambu straight to the ground, leaving no survivors. Also, Root almost have tried to grab Naruto and tried to take him towards Danzo, and Naruto decided to let that happen. The reason why is because he is pissed because Root almost has been attacking him multiple times. So of course he let down his guard, been thrown down, and met to Danzo. He obliterated Danzo and all the Root Ambos. Danzo tried to use his what they call Inuzaki every fucking Inuzami every time. The Inuzami. But I can't really name Inozanami. So yeah, he would try to use that multiple times, even using Shinsui's sight to put a Genjutsu over Naruto, but that didn't care. Naruto grabbed his throat and crushed him and ripped him apart. So yeah, Naruto pissed. Root almost tried to attack him. Nah, Naruto's ripping them apart. Now back to the war. Now it has been over 7 months since Naruto has killed Root Ambus. And also Danzo. So Danzo's dead and they all blame it on the Stone Village because they don't know what the hell's happening. But yeah. So where Naruto? He is right now at the border of, at the border of Konoha. And is right now looking towards what they call the Grass Village. Right now, some Stone Ninjas are looking at Naruto, but they're wondering why he's just standing there. Naruto sees them, and Naruto's getting angry. He decides to rush at them. He's actually flying over air. He just jumps up and flies up and rushes towards him, grabbing some of them, grabbing them from the neck and ripping them apart, crushing them like there's nothing but ants to him. But yeah. Naruto is giving no mercy to anyone. He is showing nothing at all. He rips them apart like they're nothing but just Play-Doh, like what's called Play-Doh or anything like that. Like there's nothing but just ants to him. So yeah, he even crushes one Stone Ninja's head, but just splatting his fucking head. Just went pop. It just popped like a fucking balloon. So yeah. This is where, well, everyone in what's called Konoha, they're thinking that the war is going bad and all that because they don't know what's happening. But yeah, of course, everyone that's friends with Naruto are sad and Naruto having to go. They actually found out about Naruto's status of being a Jinchuriki. So yeah, everyone is sad that Naruto's having to fight in this war. But Naruto doesn't care. He's showing no one mercy. Like that Jinchuriki didn't show mercy towards his only friend in that camp, that whole camp. He's showing no mercy to anyone else. No one else deserves mercy from him. So yeah. This is why, well, even some Chunins that try to talk to Naruto gives him the death glare. This is where some of the Chunins say back off and run away. And they're like, hell no, we ain't talking to him. Inuichi is the only one to even get close enough to Naruto and try to, well, talk to him and try to stop him and doing this, well, same action of killing Stone Ninjas, even though they're not near the border, but just murder them, being even near the Grass Village. Naruto has been tearing through what's called Stone Ninjas. Even the Grass Ninjas have noticed this, but they aren't trying to do jack shit to Naruto. It seems like a daily routine for Naruto, just crushing through the Stone Ninjas like they're nothing but pathetic weaklings. This is where, well, Naruto has done that multiple times in the Grass Village, that the Grass Village decides to stop the alliance with the Stone Village and decide to become neutral. A neutral village. They really didn't care. If the Stone Villages, Stone Ninjas decide to go through them, well, they're gonna get massacred like it's nothing by Naruto, because he does this on a daily basis. This is where the Stone Villages, well, not the Stone Villages, the Stone Village, Onoki decides to send more forces. This time he sends 40 Stone Ninjas towards the Grass Village to wonder what the hell is happening. Only one Stone Ninja survived that one day where Naruto was there. Ran back to Onoki, says that a monster was just ripping through them, not even using any jutsus, any taijutsu, just ripping through them, crushing them like nothing, just kind of splatting people's heads like they're just made of balloons, water balloons, balloons of air or anything, crushing them, ripping them apart. They're like nothing to him. This is where Onoki realized that this is a bad idea to keep going for Stone Ninjas through the Grass Village. So of course, Stone Ninja stops going to the Grass Village. But Naruto has actually, decided to relearn the, multi-shadow clone jutsu because he, realized one thing. There's no more Stone Ninjas going through here. So he is actually thinking of going through the other villages. Well, the Stone Village realized one thing, where they realized one thing and one thing only. They can't go through the Waterfall Village since that's allies with, the Leaf Village. And they can't go through, the Rainfall Village. Well, I mean, they tried, but something happened. Almighty push, they're gone, they're dead. Yeah, Pain is showing them no mercy. Just like how Naruto's showing no mercy in the, in the Grass Village, he is also, in the Waterfall Village, the Waterfall Ninjas are not showing no mercy to the, Stone Ninjas. So, yeah. This is where, the Cloud Village and Sayar Alliance, they are actually kind of sending troops towards the hidden Frost Village and even the hidden, Hot Water Village. Because that's the only way for them to get through. They can go to the water, but there's mist. They can try to get Stone Ninjas towards the water, towards the Cloud Village, and that's the only way for them to attack the Leaf Village. Probably. But Naruto has actually been training onto making perfected shadow clones so they wouldn't poop for anything. And he made one perfect shadow clone that has half ki and half the chakra of Naruto. Told that clone to go towards, not the towards. He says to stay here at the Grass Village, killing any more Stone Ninjas coming through. While Naruto asks, Inuichi to go to the Hot Water Village. And also maybe the Grass Village. Well, not the Grass Village, the Sound Village. This is where Inuichi says, but we don't have territory in those. Naruto says, I don't care, I want to be near those. So when any Stone or Cloud Village are near, I'm going to rip through them like there's nothing tomorrow. Like there's no tomorrow. Inuichi says, kind of make a request. So of course, Inuichi did ask Konoha. And so Konoha then decided that Naruto can make shadow clones. So of course, they decided to allow it to the council members. And Tsunade didn't have any say in it because she's only a Hokage and she has to make the proper decision. So of course she allowed it. And so Naruto flew over there instead of just running. This is where Inuichi knows that Naruto can just fly there. And Naruto flies there and gets there pretty easily. Now he's at the border of near the Sound Village and even the Hot Water Village. The hidden Hot Water Village. This is where Naruto, he's waiting. He waits there a couple days. He doesn't make a camp. He doesn't care. He kind of hunts a little bit, kind of near a cave, make his own food in it. Yeah. This is where Naruto, he waits there for a couple days, and then hears something. He sees a couple Cloud Ninjas and Stone Ninjas kind of walking near each other, still kind of glaring at each other, but yeah. This is where Naruto appears out of nowhere and says, "Surprise, motherfuckers!" Crushes one Stone Ninja's head, popping in like a fucking balloon. This is where all of them gets on guard and is all afraid of this person because they have heard of this person. This is where the Stone Village has warned their ninjas. If they find him, try to kill him, but if you can't, run. The hidden Cloud was not believing this, so A was thinking that Onoki's crazy, but yeah. He didn't warn his what's called ninjas, so yeah. Right now, Naruto's ripping through them like it's nothing. He grabs one Cloud Ninja, grabs him from the torso and the head, and rips his, head from his body. This is where he grabs another Stone Ninja and rips his spine. and he grabs a Cloud Ninja, his head, rips his skull out of his body, and proceeds to just beat another Cloud Ninja with this fellow ninja of his with his own skull, giving no mercy, showing no mercy, none at all, zero tolerance for anyone. This is where when this war is over, he's showing no mercy. He proceeds to beat this man with his fellow friend's skull. And this is where one Stone Ninja, he saw this all happen. He's like, please, show mercy. Naruto says, show mercy? Screw you! Decides to proceed to kick this man's skull into the, tree. So yeah, enter the tree. She proceeds to smash his skull into it. And Naruto waits another couple of days until another couple of Stone Ninjas decide to show up in Cloud Ninjas. Because they thought the first wave didn't work, then send another. So these were at least Jonin level. There was 3 Jonin level Stone Ninjas and 3 Jonin level Cloud Ninjas with a bunch of 20 in total tunings from, they are from both different villages, and just a couple Gannins. Now, of course, these Gannins were just, cannon fodder, but yeah. This is where all of them are just cocky, saying, oh, well, we're gonna sneak in there and kill them, all that. Yeah, Naruto was already there waiting. He wasn't even hiding. He was standing right there, but they all passed by him, thinking it was just a statue. This is where Naruto, he is confused. He thought he would be intimidating, but they all thought it was just a statue. This is where Naruto sneaked behind them and crushes one ninja's skull in. Just kicked, put his leg and axe kicks him down to the ground, smashing his head. This is where Naruto's roaring. This is where the Cloud Ninjas, Stone Ninjas are right now attacking Naruto, just throwing kunais, shurikens. Naruto's skin is so tough that nothing really hurts him because of the sand, body. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna mention something, but you know how Goku's skin was tough enough to block a bullet? Yeah, these kunais are, how should I say, kind of becoming, they have that pointy thing, right? Well, they're becoming blunt. Every time it hits Naruto, nothing is going through Naruto's body. And when it hits Naruto in the mouth, Naruto catches that with his mouth and crushes it. He just chomps on it like it's just another breakfast. This is where all the Cloud Ninjas are horrified. Even the Stone Ninjas. This is where they're like, holy fuck. This is where they try to run away, but Naruto's fast enough and uses Shadow Clone. Since this is not a clone Naruto, he sends more clones to rush after these goddamn, kind of Cloud Ninjas and Stone Ninjas, ripping through them, killing them, sending them nothing but just hell. This is where Naruto, he realized that he should probably take over the, Hidden Hot Water Village, and even the Frost Village, just to get rid of those 2, if any more, ninjas from the Cloud Village would decide to attack. And also realized that the Hidden Sound Village would be also the perfect village to just attack and get rid of. But yeah, this is where Naruto, he decides to do it. While Konoha is able to prosper with supplies, because not any Stone Ninjas are kind of going towards him to get rid of the supplies, Naruto, on the other hand, he just realized that after getting rid of these ninjas that were kind of right next to him, and even like Kaden falter, whatever. But yeah, Kaden just easily killing them. Naruto goes to the hidden waterfall village, or not waterfall village, the hidden hot water village, and sees some Stone Ninjas just chilling. Naruto rushes through them, killing them, murdering them, and killing anyone that decides to help these goddamn Stone Ninjas. Well, not kill the civilians mostly, but kill the ninjas who try to help the Stone and Cloud Ninjas. This is where Naruto runs through them like, runs their pockets, and yeah. So the hot water becomes neutral after seeing this monster just rip through them like it's nothing. And this is where Naruto, he goes on for the next village. And that is the Frost Village. It's kind of cold in there, and Naruto doesn't feel the cold. He feels nothing. This is where Naruto, He walks through there like it's fucking nothing. And of course, he sees more ninjas just being there, kind of drinking hot cocoa and all that. Naruto rushes through them and kills him, rips their head off, and just keeps murdering through them like it's nothing. So yeah, the Frost Village becomes also neutral because they are scared towards Naruto because Naruto has this blood-thirsty grin on his face. Nothing hurt him, so they saying, fuck that. We ain't fighting that. Naruto decides to take a chance and run the fade with what's called the Hidden Cloud Village. So he does it. He runs towards, or not even run towards, he flies towards the Hidden Cloud Village and sees the Hidden Cloud Village and sees that there are some ninjas and some stone ninjas at the front just talking and all that. And Naruto is going to run the fade with them. Yeah, Naruto's having enough of this goddamn war. Yeah, Naruto had enough of this goddamn war. Some clown as well. Some of the cloud ninjas saw Naruto just walking. And this is where one cloud ninja looks at the, picture that, there was a picture of Naruto saying run away if this person ever shows up in your face or anything. But yeah, this is where the cloud ninja says, hi guys, look, some dude is right now pretending to be him. You know, we should scare him. So one dude threw a kunai at Naruto, but Naruto, he catches it and crushes it in his hand. And this is where all of them realize that that is the person. Naruto had enough. He just says, die! He goes Super Saiyan for, the second time. Well, not second time. For a couple times. This is now the first time he's able to control it. But he is pissed and he's having this bloodthirsty face. Face and all that. Ready to murder through people. This is where all of them were realizing, ah shit, we pissed off someone. Wait, why is he here? Shouldn't Konoha have tried to stop him? This is where Naruto rushing through, punching someone in the face, breaking their skull, just breaking their whole goddamn skull and shattering into a million pieces. Naruto's running through, smashing them to the ground, crushing them, killing them. Naruto's right now showing no mercy. No mercy at all. This is where Naruto's killing them left and right. Ayo heard about this and sent ambus, ninjas, towards Naruto. All of them are right now dying. Naruto showing no damn mercy to anyone. One dude tried to use lightning attack to hit Naruto. Naruto wasn't even effective. Naruto grabbed him from the face, from the mouth and all, ripped his goddamn jaw out, and decided to beat someone with it. Naruto showing no mercy. This is where Naruto uppercut someone's jawline, sending it to heaven. His jawline is gone. But yeah, this is where Naruto just sends another person to goddamn hell. This is where Naruto showing no mercy at all. The Two Tails, Yuga or whatever. She heard about this commotion and she's right now running towards. This is where Karin or whatever her name is with the red hair, the white haired guy named Omoi or whatever his name, Samui, and other ninjas are running towards where the commotion is. When they get there, Yuga sees, the massacre. Naruto's right now in the fucking middle. This is where Naruto notices him. He just turns his, head very fast, sees the two-tailed Jinchuriki, and Naruto rushes at the two-tailed Jinchuriki. This is where Yuga decides to, go into the two-tailed form, and sends blue flames at Naruto, thinking that would burn him. This is where Naruto bursts throughout the blue flames, grabs her from the neck, decides to beat her to the ground, and just smashes her. Keeps smashing her. Showing no mercy, no time to stop. This is where Samui, Samui and the others are trying to attack Naruto, but Naruto showing no mercy. The Yuga was trying to fight back at Naruto, even clawing him in the eye or anything, but Naruto showing no mercy. He's sending the bitch straight to hell. This is where Naruto's roaring, crushes Yuga's neck, killing her. And, the Two Tails cannot really stop it. She also felt, Kurama's presence in there, but Kurama's right now afraid to deal with Naruto. He is right now just watching this. He's amused, but afraid of Naruto still. That's where Naruto says. He turns his goddamn head around. He sees, the other three ninjas. But this is where Killer Bee appears and says, yo, why are you causing a commotion here? This is where, I kind of feel cringe when doing that. This is where, Naruto roars. This is where Killer Bee said, it seems that you want to fight instead of talk, but I guess we see about that. This is where Killer Bee rushes at what's called Naruto, pulling out his like 7 swords or something. Yeah, I think it was 7 sword style. And this is where he starts hitting Naruto with the 7 swords. All the blades shatter in the contact of Naruto's skin. This is where Killer Bee realizes, and Naruto punches Killer Bee. Killer Bee managed to block with one of his arms, but right now his arms is shattered. This is where Killer Bee sees, holy shit, you are strong as fuck. But I guess no mere weapons can defeat you, can they? That's where Killer Bee tries to heal with what's it called, using the 8 Tails power. And this is where Killer Bee says, I guess showing you mercy won't be an option. Hey yo, you feel me? This is where Samui and everyone is saying, do you really have to rap in the middle of a battle? You realize what happened to the 2 Tails? Hey, Killer Bee says, I know about that. Damn it. This is where Ao appears and says, what has happened? Oh, what the hell? What has happened to my ninjas? Killer Bee! Wait, Yugao! Oh yeah, I think that's her name, Yugao. This is where Naruto's just standing. He's like, roar! This is where Naruto's roaring. This is where Ao says, you did this! I'll show you no mercy. A lightning cloak appears, and Killer Bee goes into the perfect 8-tail cloak. He says, I guess me and my bro will have to show you what's good. This is where Naruto, he stomps and rushes to what's it called, Killer Bee and Ao. This is where both of them rushes at Naruto. Ao with speed and Killer Bee with strength. This is where he punches what's called Naruto in the face, while Ao decides to punch him in the ribs. And that shit doesn't even affect Naruto. Naruto's right now in Super Saiyan legendary form. He isn't right now not even affected. Also, Naruto is in Berserk. He's right now just having this bloodthirsty murder on his face. Civilians are scared. They're hoping that their Kage, even their Jinchuriki, can defeat them. They realize the 2 Tails is dead. And they are going, what the fuck is this monster? Holy shit! This is our Naruto. He decides to just say the ow because he wanted to kind of give them a little bit of hope. So he says, damn it. It seems that you two are strong. I might have to go 9-tail cloak here. This is where Killer Bee and Ao kind of stop for a second. And they look at him. And Killer Bee says, wait. Do you have the 9 Tails? Yup. And you're not using the 9 Tails power? Nope. How much would that increase you? A lot. You want to see? This is where Naruto has this just grin on his face. This bloodthirsty, murderous grin. And this is where Killer Bee says, can you go full power with him? Yup. The 8-tail says, nope, I'm not dealing with him. Nope. This is where he lets Killer Bee out of the cloak and says, no, I'm not dealing with my brother. The 9-tails is way powerful than me, even if he was cut in half. Hell no, I'm not fighting with him. This is where Killer Bee is relating to that the 8-tails are refusing to fight because the 9-tails Jinchuriki is here, causing a lot of chaos. Ao says, why are you causing chaos here? 9-tails Jinchuriki. Naruto kind of decides to be civil and says, well, you're allies with the Stone Village. If I get rid of this goddamn village, well, then the Stone Village has no more allies. That's what I thought of. The Leaf Village doesn't know I'm here exactly. The only thing they know is I have a clone, like shadow clone, like a physical clone, at like the what's called near the Stone Village borders. But hey, that's the only thing they know. The only thing they know about me being here is they still think I am still near the Leaf Village borders, and I hasn't trespassed and kind of run your raid. This is where all of them are shocked to hear this. Ao says, wait. So you're telling me you killed everyone here just to prove a point that we should give up the alliance with the Stone Village? Because you're basically ensuring our fate that if we're still alliance with them, you're going to destroy the village. Yep. This is where Ao says, I guess you're going to destroy this village because I'm not letting go. I will fight everyone with my power. Naruto says, cool. Naruto also did talk to the 9 Tails about his family, the Naruto's refused to tell him anything until Naruto went through the gate and beat his ass. So that's why Kurama's kind of terrified of Naruto. So, of course, Naruto says, even though if you're fighting the Yellow Flash son, the Raikage looks at him and says, huh? Yeah, I'm the Yellow Flash son. I didn't know that until I talked to the Nine-Tails. When I mean I talked to the Nine-Tails, I mean I beat the crap out of him. So, of course, he's gonna willingly help me with the power boost. This is where A says, you're the Yellow Flash son. Yep, and I'm trying to get to that record of killing 1,000 ninjas, right? Ah, I'm so close. I'm at least 800 right now. Ayo says, I still don't care. That's where Naruto says, oh, okay, that's good to know. That's where Naruto, he flies up, and this is where Ayo says, wait, you can fly? That's where Naruto says, no, it's fine. You say that you won't give up this village. I got this then. Naruto says, this is where Naruto roaring, making a small ki blast in his hand, but then he launches it up to the sky, making it a huger than the meteor, than Madara that he summoned during the Great Shinobi War. This is where A says, hold up, no. We give up. We're stopping this war. Naruto says, I was just getting started. Everyone just like, every person that saw that attack fucking pee their pants or shit their pants. Also passed the fuck out. A was not ready for his village to just be obliterated. So, of course, A decides to think smart real fast and says, we give up, we don't support the Stone Village no more. We're not alliance with them no more. You can leave. Naruto says, no, I must stay here. I gotta make sure. Better send that fucking paper towards him. Ayo says, fine. Naruto follows him. Still in Super Saiyan form, though. This is where everyone is shocked. And Ayo is forced to sign a non-treaty with, what's it called? The Stone Village. Just rips that damn paper. Gives it towards one of his, fellow ninjas to give him the fucking paper. And says they're out of the war. They're not fighting Konoha. So yeah. With that happening, Naruto says, why thank you, good sir. This is where Naruto, he punches the window and flies away. This is where Killer Bee says, he's scary as fuck, don't you think, bro? This is where A says, do you think he could have obliterated our fucking village? Hell no. I refuse to believe Konoha has this much power. God, if they have that much power, I'm not fucking fighting that. But yeah, with that happening, Naruto didn't decide to attack the Sound Village, but instead just went through the Cloud Village. But yeah, so Naruto, he is now going to run the fade with what's called the Stone Village. But also, he did tell what's called the Cloud Village to announce towards the Leaf Village that they drop out of the fight. They no longer decide to fight against Konoha, even giving them a peace treaty. Yeah, they got forced to sign a peace treaty with Konoha. It's where Naruto brings this paper towards Tsunade. Like, he flies out of his post, made a clone cell, but he goes towards what they call Konoha and gives the paper towards Tsunade and the council members because they were still there. Because they were talking about, like, other things. Well, other clan kids and all that. And Naruto shows up and saying, yo, Tsunade. This is where everyone says, what the fuck? Aren't you supposed to be at the border or something? Naruto says, no, I don't really care. Here's the treaty between the Cloud Village. They also drop out of the war because I forced your ass to do it. That's where Tsunade says, what the hell did you even do? I said, if they don't want their village to be destroyed, then I hope they would like to just drop out of this goddamn peace treaty with the other village. So, I'm going back to the Stone Village and running their fate with that. That's where Naruto leaves and just walks away. That's where everyone's shocked. And that's where Tsunade sees the handwriting of, the Raikage A and all that. And realizes this is legit. So she signs it. And she gives it one of her ambus to tell them to bring it toward A. Because Naruto already left. He already flew away. A bunch of people saw Naruto just fly away. Even Shikamaru. Before he even gets to talk to him. So yeah. Naruto just flies away back to, the original camp he was at, and he does meet Kaya's camp, and does give her flowers that Naruto flies by and grabs some and decides to leave it at Kaya's grave and does pray and all that. And this is where Jiraiya says, "Yo, kid." This is where Naruto ignores him, and Jiraiya says, "I have heard what you done to the Cloud Village. Are you really just threatening the goddamn villages that you will destroy their village if they don't fucking stop this war? That just shows you that you're a fucking murderer. You kill so many ninjas." Naruto says, "My father killed 1,000 ninjas. I want to at least get to his level. I want to at least kill 15,000. That would be at least a good record, right? It's not my fault the Stone Village were stupid enough to decide to start this great fucking war. Luckily I destroyed the Two Tails in the Cloud Village. Now they only have one Jinchuriki. But fine, who cares? Next is the Stone Village. I'm gonna kill him, whatever that fucking Jinchuriki's name is, the Fortress or whatever his name. I'ma kill him, and then I'm fucking massacre the whole village of the Stone Village, destroying every single person in that damn village. I don't care if they're civilians. I don't give a two fucks if they're ninjas, they're children. I don't give two fucks. Who cares? So Naruto walks away. Jiraiya says, "That would just show you're a murderer. They would just call you a demon, a monster." Naruto says, "They can call me whatever the fuck they want. I'm stronger than all of them combined." Shit, I don't give two fucks. This is where Naruto walks away. This is where Naruto has matured a lot and didn't care that much. This is where Naruto, he's walking towards the border, past the grass village, towards the stone village. But this is actually where I'm gonna leave it off. Have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato. I don't know why I say nice potato day. I just should. Usually I say potato night, potato, and yeah. But whatever. I have done this for 1 hour and 16 minutes. But yeah, potato day and potato night, potato seed, potato. But potato. This is where I'm gonna leave it off for part 1. Part 2 would be whenever. But yeah, potato.